This was that first paint.
Hello everyone. No, come tell me. Okay, so we're here. We're going to paint Laughing Buddha over Newt. She has blessed my casa. The outside of my house is about her color. But, okay, so you guys know this is the Make Your Mark canvas. So I've had this in my kitchen, my previous house, and this house. So it's got like 12 different paintings underneath. And I painted Newt when I moved in here in fall 2018. So it was like exactly, what is that, 4 years ago? And I couldn't imagine painting over her, even though I knew this eventually would get painted over, and I just didn't attach to the timing, which is a really important life artist thing. Like if you're not feeling the inspiration or you don't know what to do next, like don't do anything, just wait. And then literally like yesterday morning, I woke up and I was thinking, oh, I want to paint a Buddha, a laughing Buddha. I want one hanging in my house. And then I was like, okay, what am I going to paint it on? Where am I going to hang it? And then I was like, oh, the Make Your Mark canvas in the kitchen, Newt. And I got so excited. And it was like I went from not understanding how I would ever paint over her to getting excited to paint over Laughing Buddha. So we're going to first paint some gratitude to Newt. So if you're just joining in just to say hi or to soak up the creative energy or whatever, that's great. If you're painting along, I have my friend Carol here.
Hi.
So she's painting over a painting that she did with me years ago.
3 or 4 years ago.
The chalice, and a lot has changed in the art that is her life. And she's got a blank canvas left over from the retreat that I told her she could just clean her brushes on to create a first layer. So so I have to say, so Carol came in, you didn't know what you were going to paint.
I had no idea. I had never painted before.
Before that painting.
Correct.
Right. So you haven't really, well, we did this session at my studio with your family.
Yes, we did.
Yeah. So anyway, so she had a vision of an upside down lotus, a yellow one,
Yes.
in a lucid dream or something. And then I was on a call when she came in. She opened, I have this new Tantra book, and she just opened to a page, and it described exactly the symbol she saw. So that's what she's going to paint. Love it. Magic. So this painting practice, if you all, a bunch of you are new to the studio, which means you must be in one of my programs, of course, but these symbols and images, they find you, right? Like Carol just experienced, where you have a vision and then it's confirmed reading or seeing something, or someone brings it up. The Laughing Buddha is very much motivated by desiring that energy. Like I am super curious about having a big Laughing Buddha in my kitchen. Like it's gonna, there's gonna be a lot more laughter going on, right? And humor is good medicine. There's an aspect of Tara, right, that uses humor. I can't remember which one. And Laughing Buddha, I can't remember his official name, but he was a Buddha, an enlightened being. We all have our own inner Buddha who would go around to villages and just bring his laughing, jolly self. And so as someone who emailed me, one of you, like, I need this energy right now. So yeah, it's a good one. So I'm going to start by just painting kind of gratitude to Newt. So Newt is an Egyptian sky goddess, which, you know, my paragliding, I love that. She swallows the sun every night and rebirths it in the morning. So she's all about new beginnings, new life, transformation, the relationship between the dark and the light, which of course, non-duality. There is no good or bad, right or wrong. Everything is a necessary part of the whole. So we can hold on to that these days. So I'm just gonna paint gratitude over Newt. It's funny to go from not feeling like I could ever paint over her to just painting whatever words. Spaciousness, So her energy isn't going away, of course. Neither. This canvas has been an awesome elephant that I absolutely love. I think it is one of the elephant postcards in the elephant postcard deck. A big yes, a big heart. It's been a mandala. It's been all kinds of things. Yeah, Dakini, sky goddess. I talk to the Dakinis while I'm flying. At our retreat just this October here in Joseph, we started our canvases that we were creating in my workshop each morning. We started it just by painting spaciousness, like painting the cosmos, because everything exists as energy, as possibility before it materializes, right? So it exists in the spaciousness, and that is an aspect of the divine feminine, creating space. The womb creates space for new life. The canvas creates space for new life. You can create space for new life within yourself by staying open, right? When a friend tells you a new idea, something they're wanting to experience, and you lean in and, ooh, tell me more, that will be awesome, instead of, why would you do that? I heard someone who did that and it didn't work very well, blah, blah, blah. So they're not creating space, you are. That is one of your superpowers. Okay, so, oh, thank you, Newt. I have a friend, Melissa Lucia, who does shamanic work and amazing stuff. And in a reading, she told me that Newt's energy is like energetic signature that I brought in, that I came here with. And like the outside of my house is the dark blue with the cedar trim, you know, the blue and the gold. So sending lots of love and gratitude to Newt. And then the next layer is going to be calling in Laughing Buddha. So I'm feeling like I'm just going to add some yellow. So today it's going to be a combination of me speaking to you like this and sharing the process that I'm feeling into today, and then just some painting. So if you're painting with me, you know, get some music set up or something, and then I'll check out every once in a while and then come back kind of with the next stage. So for example, as of right now, I don't know exactly which kind of version of Laughing Buddha I'm gonna paint. I have a Laughing Buddha sculpture, I'll show it to you at some point today, on one of my my main house altar. But I almost always, people ask me this all the time, I almost always like Google image, look up, you know, an image for Laughing Buddha and find one that's speaking to me, and that's what gets me started. So there's nothing wrong with that, you know. I remember thinking that artists always knew exactly what they were going to be painting, you know, and I don't know, I often don't. I mean, I know I'm painting a Laughing Buddha. I have one idea of painting him smaller and then surrounding him, you know how he's usually got his arms up in the air, or maybe there's a rainbow going between his hands. I got my rainbow overalls on from Gibran Mevlana. It's Gibran's World on Instagram. She just delivered a bunch of pants like this to Henry Bendels in LA. Yay! So we love women, supporting women, entrepreneurs. Okay, so laughter. Yes. Humor. Ha ha ha. And then I had, I kind of feel like there's a mandala that's going to start this painting. I'm going to highlight the heart here. So I'm going to paint for a little while this underlayer without even focusing on Laughing Buddha. Well, focusing on Laughing Buddha, but not like intending to paint Laughing Buddha, and just kind of lay down some underlayers. Some symbols. The number 19 is a symbol that is kind of connected to Buddha, numerologically speaking. So I almost always paint the number 19 under my Buddha paintings. So I don't know if I can see the comments, but I'll be able to check when in between videos. So I'd love to see what you guys are painting, if you're painting anything. Haha. Okay. So remember, these first layers, you're kind of painting energy. You're painting. You're detaching from the like product orientedness. You're inviting in the feeling that you want to feel when you're looking at this canvas. I'm going to spray it. One of our Creatively Fit coaches, Carrie Westwood, has a lavender farm, and she brought us these hydrosols from her farm. Carol, wait till you smell this. This is a Kuan Yin lavender. So I love just walking into it. I'm going to spray the canvas. Would you like to?
I would love it. Oh my God, that's
Isn't that amazing? We have a candle lit. You know, it's creating space, right? When you light the candle and engage the senses, you become more present. And, you know, it creates a sacred space, which just means this space exists for the creation of this painting, sharing with you all, sharing with a friend, rather than the very typical, in my life at least, I don't know about you, multitasking, running around. Okay, of course, now I feel like using black to outline a mandala. I just have to find some black. Here we go. Got it. I'm going to get a thinner brush. I'm going to water this black down a bit because it'll go onto the canvas a little easier. Here's black if you need it. Okay. I've got a new set of cheap brushes I got on Amazon too. I don't spend a lot of money on brushes, you guys. It's a thing. Okay. Right. Okay, I know what I was going to do. Okay, I'm going to do a Metatron's Cube inspired. This is kind of a cheater way to create. Wow, that worked out nice. It's not about it being exact. But Metatron's Cube is a highly creative symbol. It contains all the building blocks, geometrically, elementally. The more you can engage with it, the more it affects. So if you've read Unstoppable Dream, you know this. Painting a mandala, like we do in the Unstoppable Dream program, with the underlying sacred geometry, is just very different from painting mandalas otherwise. And this won't be completely exact. You can also use like a plate or a bowl rim to stamp, or if you're doing this on paper, you can use like a bottle cap or something. It's kind of illustrative of how creating structure also expands the creative potential, right? When you have a structure to follow. So if these are lined up perfectly, these lines would be going through every, this very center of every circle. But we don't let our critical mind take over, right? It's like, okay, It's not about it being perfect. It's about the energy of the piece. Ooh, so I'm getting now this this point in the middle. I just saw a star and one of my favorite symbols that I just doodled to remind me of the magic everywhere. And it's just like a starburst kind of symbol. So I'd paint white there, and then just the black, of course, is still wet. Make it progressively smaller. So this is just like a little permanent, like a personal symbol that for me, you see, yeah, you can see it. Okay, so Carol, I haven't told you about the tattoo I'm getting, have I?
No. Ooh.
Okay, so you know how owl is like my main animal totem. You guys see right out the window is, oh, why can't you, oh, she's right behind. See, there's Starlight, the owl on the studio. I painted her on the studio because when I was moving into this house, I moved my fire circle from my old house. And it was actually a Sunday morning. I was at my man's house and I was telling him, I'm like, I've got to go home and pull up the fire circle stones because, hi Hannah, because, you know, I took a lot of time to gather the rocks. It took me like a year to get all the rocks for my fire circle. And then when it was formed, I really wanted to initiate it with a special fire. And I remember I kept saying to my kids, like, oh, we've got to, you know, christen the fire pit. And kids kind of suck at christening fire pits. So anyway, it hadn't happened. And then I had some girlfriends coming to visit. And I was like, the goddesses can christen the fire pit. And my one goddess friend, Michelle Werda, shows up from Portland and she's like, Whitney, guess what? She was driving on the side of the road, you know, driving here from Portland, and on the side of the road she saw a dead great horned owl, and she pulled over and she asked its permission. She wrapped it up in an old yoga mat, and it felt, she said she just got this wave of happiness, and she brought it to my house. We did this beautiful ceremony and we transitioned the body of the owl into the ethers on the fire.
Wow.
Right? So I'm telling Todd that story and I'm like, so I can't just leave the fire circle there, right? So as I'm driving back to my house, hi Carrie. As I'm driving back to my house, my daughter, Riley, paraglider Riley with me, she calls, she's like, Mom, we were driving back from Lewiston, which is 2 hours north, and anyway, her and her friends were there. And she goes, we were driving on Rattlesnake Pass, hello, and this owl swooped in front of the car and we hit it, but I didn't see where it went. And we drove straight to your house, got out of the pickup, and there was the owl stuck to the front grill of her pickup. So I moved the fire pit and the owl and christened the new fire pit with the great horned owl. You'd heard that story, Carol.
No. This
No?
is amazing.
So that's when I painted the owl on the studio. That's when Art Gypsy Guatemala, the owl painting experience happened. So I have known that there's going to be an owl tattoo. But I can't just get an owl. Like, it's got to be somehow inspired or creative, or I don't know. So literally a couple weeks ago, I think I was sitting like where Carol is, and it was almost like I looked to my shoulder and all of a sudden I was like, there's an owl tattoo on my shoulder. And I actually have a painting in my bedroom of, I'll show that to you guys too, of like the owl with its wings, like it's the head on the shoulder and the wings wrapping around the woman, the goddess who's flying up. And that was the painting that showed me like the teeny tiny little houses. and then the expansiveness of like looking at things from a higher perspective. And it was like, which perspective do you want? Anyway, it was a significant painting for me. So the tattoo is going to be like the owl head right on my shoulder with the wings like wrapping around. So we have this new tattoo guy. He's a really good drawer. So I told him it wants to be like realistic with mystic too, like wings that are like cosmos or stars or something. So I see the drawing Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. And then the next Tuesday, we start. It might not be finished, but anyway. So, however that came up. Symbols. Animals are symbols, animal totems. Okay. So see, doesn't that just look sparkly now? And it's in hindsight. So there's no premeditation here. It's in the moment, like, ooh, that feels good. You don't keep thinking too far ahead, right? But look at how it's just transition. For me, it feels like this beautiful transition between the starry sky of Newt and then the sparkly, laughing Buddha energy that we're bringing in. I love that. Okay, well maybe, And then whenever black and white come up now, I'm always thinking of like the yin and the yang and non-duality, radical acceptance. It's been a big theme. So I'm just going to start painting a mandala. Again, this mandala is going to get completely covered. So see, I'm using the circles as a guide. The mandala will get completely covered, but one, it'll be there. Two, it will, parts of it will show through. It'll be interesting. You guys have had that experience, right? Where these underlayers end up like landing right where the eyes would, or the nose, or, you know, like maybe this will actually end up being the head. Remember I said how I was not sure if Buddha was going to be like big, filling this whole canvas, or smaller so that I could play with his surroundings. And I think we just got the answer, like this is going to be his head, right? So I just switched from outlining in black to outlining in white, at least for now. And then I'll come in. So I love meditating on the black and the white, because in the yin and yang, because that leads to musings around kind of our shadow experiences. Anyone have a past relationship that went awry, or something that didn't work out that you judged as bad or wrong, or that was hurtful? And this black and white, yin and yang energy is asking you to reframe anything perceived as wrong or bad or shouldn't have happened as something that's there to help and serve you and love you. Hi, Penelope. Penelope's in Greece. Penelope and I had dinner in Athens last May. Good to see you. Your dragons are fabulous, Penelope. Oh my gosh. Have you guys seen her dragons lately? Okay. I don't know if I can see. I see you guys joining. I just can't, I don't see. Hi, MJ and Carrie and Kim and Hannah, Marie Claire, Deborah, Indiana. Did I say Jamie already? Sylvie. Nice to see you guys. Okay, then I gotta finish with some lotus energy. If any of you have painted mandalas, except for the Unstoppable Dream mandalas, but like my mandalas are never symmetrical. Hi, Christine. Okay, so I can see comments. So say hi, or tell me if you're painting with me, or what are you up to today? Talk to me. I just love seeing the layers come through. How's it going, Carol? Amazing. Okay. So Laughing Buddha is coming. If you just joined, I'm painting the underlayers. We painted gratitude to Newt for her 4 years of blessing this space, and she's not going anywhere, right? But, oh, that's supposed to go there. She's not going anywhere, but she's just not going to be as visible to the naked eye. To the energetic eye, highly visible. Okay. I've also had people over the years tell me, like, I always make the same... Oh, good. Thanks, Christine. I always paint the same shapes. Well, that's okay. Maybe it's because that's your shape. It's your medicine. Like circles, I am circle girl. So never get tired of painting circles. It's so funny to expect that these underlayers are like preparing the space. Oh, look how that went right. Oh yeah, see, here are the stars all over the place. You guys are probably laughing at me, being like, Whitney, you've got those starry things all over. I didn't even see them in that light until now, till this circle just circled one. Fun. So on these Make Your Mark canvases, like if this was not this big glorious Friday afternoon that I just have blocked out for painting this, but maybe all I do in one session is paint this and then walk away. Any canvas, right? But this one, like I said, over the years, it's been all of these different things, and I normally paint on it over a period of time. Because even a 10-minute painting session, right? You all know this, totally shifts your energy. Oh, Jamie's painting a phoenix. Oh, yay, I can't wait to see. Hi, Priscilla. Oh, thank you. Is this your first time here? I love it. Yeah, a lot of times people will tell me that they feel like the hardest part of painting is just getting started, and I'm like, oh, that's the easiest. Okay, so I just started thinking to myself, feeling like, another color, and what color feels connected to Laughing Buddha, and I just got like spring green. So I'm gonna get this yellow, which isn't the like lemon yellow. This is probably a medium, cadmium yellow medium. So I have a cadmium yellow light that I like, but I didn't put my hands on that right away. And one of our favorite colors, they actually call this a green, something green, but it's turquoise. I think this makes the best spring green. And I'm just gonna add it into the white that I already had there. And I'm just gonna add some spring green around. So now I'm just kind of shifting to connect to Laughing Buddha energy through this mandala. And I love having that first layer show through. I think the more fun we have on this first layer, the easier the rest of the layers are. So you can really, your painting practice is an amazing way to practice following your intuition, which wants to help you in all areas of your life in very practical ways, business, health, communication, all of it. But I find a lot of people, since we weren't raised tuning into our inner wisdom, our intuition, it feels a little abstract, but at the canvas, you can just practice, like what color comes next, like let it come to you. Like what color, all of a sudden, a color will come to mind, and you can choose not to receive the guidance. It's like, but is that the right color? Is that what I want? Just paint. Because it doesn't matter, right? Ultimately, it's a painting. So I just kind of saw, maybe it's because these lotus petals reminded me of petals, flowers, so green. So this is really, there's no right or wrong at any point in the painting. Add some dashes. The other thing about painting mandalas, especially to get started, is that your eyes are going around and around, like EMDR, and it's synchronizing the hemispheres of your brain. So you're gonna kind of fall into your center. So even just painting, you could have a mandala canvas that you just paint on constantly. Would be really good medicine. I've been prescribing symbols to people lately, like my coaching clients, and like, okay, I'm prescribing you to paint this symbol. It's so much fun. Okay. Talk about change, transformation. You know, so much of the human experience is defined by this fear of change. So painting right over a canvas is a great exercise. So I want a little more yellow, so I'm adding I just added a little more yellow to the green. I'm not cleaning the brush, but I'm just gonna mix the white and the yellow together with the green on my brush and get a lighter green or yellow or whatever comes up. It's perfect, springy yellow. It's almost like the yellow. I guess I have almost all the colors on these pants, right? This is also inner child work, which the reason to do inner child work, it's not your inner child that, like your 5th grade inner child, it's your inner child that has yet to be programmed and is just your pure essence, which is way closer to your authentic self, way closer to your higher self. So if you can, like I tell clients, when you start painting, like don't even think about whatever the next step is until you find yourself drop into the present moment and just be like, oh, the yellow dots. Like, look at the yellow dots. Making me super happy. Okay, this shape. Right? And to practice just doing without judging. Oh, look, I didn't even finish going around there. It doesn't matter. I could go back or not. Okay. I do love, we've been painting on black canvases a little bit more lately, whether it's like starting with the spaciousness like at the retreat or actually painting on black canvases or over dark paintings, and the colors really pop nicely. Love. So then, like I'm so loving the blue still, so I'm gonna bring the blue up. So now I'm just gonna take this turquoise and add it and not clean the brush again. Maybe add a little water because it's getting kind of thick. Add this color blue. Does anyone have any questions or anything? Because I may finish up this first. Hi everybody, hi Kate and Sarah and Roberta. Sorry, I'm scrolling through. Amanda Lee. Yes. So we're painting the underlayers of the Laughing Buddha over Newt. So you can still kind of see Newt. There's her head. And her body, feet down here. And I just felt like painting a mandala under, under Laughing Buddha. Oh, that was a chunk. Oh yeah. Okay. So the first layer, the most important thing is like intention and energy and really just getting yourself into that more intuitive painting zone. right? Like just paint like this, just kind of doodling on the canvas until you feel that inner critic, the control part, you know, just surrendering to the play. That is the goal. Then once you get there, then it's like you're ready to start painting your Phoenix, your Laughing Buddha, whatever it is you're painting. So once I finish this first layer, I'm gonna Google image Laughing Buddha and find one that's super duper speaking to me. I'll show you guys. I'll show you the Laughing Buddha that I have over on my altar. And then I'm gonna just play on this some more, and then I'll pop back in like 45 minutes, an hour. And you'll always be able to watch this replay. So we're just sharing painting time today. Oh, I can't believe I'm painting over Newt. I knew the symbol would come that would speak to me. And yeah, Laughing Buddha right now, good medicine. Okay, so right now, it's looking kind of cosmic, isn't it? That's like my favorite look now. Okay, let me show you. Whoops, you're on a big easel, or whatever this is, tripod. Okay, so here's this Laughing Buddha. Isn't that fun? And you gotta rub his belly, right? So it's kind of my Freya altar, kind of the energy of that I want to carry with me altar. Got feathers, lightness of being. Kim, these are your feathers, right? From your big bird. Feathers. Children, childlike energy. Ah. Okay, so you all keep painting, or check back in a little bit. It'll probably be about 45 minutes or so. And we will get the Laughing Buddha. I will not, when I come back on is when I will be outlining Laughing Buddha. So whenever that happens, but probably sometime in the next hour. I'm gonna keep adding, I might write some words, get some really watery something and paint some words in there. And I'll be back with my Laughing Buddha outline, layer 2 in the process. Mwah! Thanks for joining me. Bye.